I will be introducing myself. I am Sairam Bandham, working as a Business Central expertise over Business Experts Girl in Dubai region. We provide all the services of Dynamics. And today we are here to introduce Business Central features and functionalities and basic overview of a Business Central for overall sessions, which we are going to handle over this community event. And I'm one of the committee member of this Power community. Right now, according to this session, I will be briefing you overall overview of Business Central and navigations in the Business Central, what are the basic modules which are available as a part of a Business Central features, and what all reporting features, security, roles and permissions, and administrative services as an overview. In depth of all the conceptuals will be brief over other sessions in detail. So I'm going through a Business Central. This is a SaaS product which is linked to our user ID, and user ID will be always linking to certain profiles inside the system. Whichever the profile assigned by the admin user, you will see the landing page accordingly. So there are multiple profiles inside the system. So I will be briefing you initially how Business Central landing page will be evolved. Roles are available. There are multiple roles available inside the system. We can activate multiple roles based on the profiles, which is activated by the admin user. And to activate these roles, we have to move inside profiles. We can search for profiles as an initial step. Profiles, which are of roles. Whatever the enhanced role centers, there are certain types of pages are available in the technical side, which will be specifying you these roles, means whichever the setup queues. Example, headlines, Hi Bandham Sairam, will be assigned by the technical consultant for designing this page. These will be allotted on your profile management, whichever profile is utilized. How many types of profiles are available? Example, accountant, accounting manager, the person who is managing accounts payable, accounts receivable, security, bank, and business manager, IT manager, what all roles are available. So definition of a role center, roles, profiles will be handled by your role center IDs, which will be defined by your technical specification, or a technical developer will be assigning according to roles. And let us take a sample example of business manager. Right now, I am under business manager role. Inside business manager role, your landing page look like this, and there is a headings. There are certain actions what need to be verified, like a sales per month, overdue sales, and what all the ongoing sales. What is the sales code? How many sales quotations are available? How many sales orders are available? So this way we can handle it over profiles. And coming to in depth of this profile, according to this profile, here we are able to see many navigations, many options like a sales quotation, customer, vendor, sales orders, payments, all these. So these all things can be attached internally. Example, I will go to a customers. I want to verify the customer and I want to attach over my dashboard. I can link using this custom option, which is the option is available as a bookmark. If I remove this bookmark, currently I'm in customers, I'm removing the bookmark. So it will be lost from here. Again, I will be searching on the global search. It is a wonderful feature by Business Central, customers. I will go inside a customers and I bookmark this customers. So it will be available on your dashboard. So whichever the role, whichever the activity which we are going to search as a global search, if I want on the daily activity level, I can assign using my bookmark option inside the system. So this is one of the wonderful feature which is available for all the roles and personalization. Here we have an incoming document feature which can be scanned directly. Invoice will be scanned and which is integrated to Cofax or any other third-party services for OCR. optical character reader. So based on your input, system will take output and it will be raising your purchase invoices. So this feature is available as a standard, but this need to be integrated with third-party optical character reader. And what all emails are available, what is incoming email, what is outgoing email, how many approvals are available, how many timesheets are pending. As a part of timesheet, when we are going for a project management, job module, at that moment, for each job task line, we will specify jobs. So based on job planning lines, we will receive timesheets and approvals and those parts. And recently, Microsoft has introduced one of the wonderful feature of e-commerce section called as a Shopify. Shopify is directly integrated to Business Central, and you can directly create multiple stores and options inside a Business Central and linking your inventory location to Shopify stores. This is a wonderful feature provided by Microsoft, and it is an out-of-the-box product. And coming to insights, you can define multiple insights based on your requirement. There are predefined charts are already available, like a cash flows, aged account receivable, aged payables. Those all charts can be attached directly over here. You can edit list and you can create more also in this. At the same moment, you can add a favorite chart of accounts. You can create a multiple account schedules and interact with account schedule. These all in-depth features, like whatever I am explaining over here as an introductory session, will be helpful for you in the further sessions who all are introducing as a part by part, like account schedules, chart of account creations, and those all things will be coming in the next few sessions. And Business Central directly can be interacted with Power BI. Power BI can be whichever the reports developed over Power BI, you can select over here. You can create a multiple chart of accounts, multiple reporting on the Power BI, and you can link to your Business Central dashboard. It is purely integrated. And report inbox is available where you can schedule your reports, multiple reports based on your requirement. Example, I'm going to show you certain queues. You can create a new record and the job queue will be created, and you have to select which report need to be run on what basis. What is a parameter trial balance I'm running. You can provide multiple job queue categories, and based on your recurring every day you want to view or every hour you want to view, based on your selection of a job queue related, you can run the formula. Example, every day I have to run and like a 7,200 minutes every day, like between. So I will run in such a way. So now if I activate this report, like if I set status to ready, system will start running the job queue, and every day you will see your report inbox on your desktop on the landing page of your Business Central login. So from here, I have ran a trial balance. I can run this. It will be downloaded. So based on your requirement, you can assign what all reports you required on the daily basis. You can schedule it and you can view on your desktop on the daily basis or on hourly basis or on weekly basis. Now I'm going inside certain navigation panes of a personalization. If I want to add something or if I want to remove something from my dashboard, I can enhance according to my personalize. And if I go inside a role, there are multiple roles are available. You can copy this profile. Example, I'm copying account manager, copy profile, accounting manager 1. So based on my specification of accounting manager 1, system will create one more profile over here, accounting manager 1. And you can enable, disable this option. Like if you want to customize that particular page, you can customize directly from the Business Central by clicking on the profile as a customized page. Here you will see complete accounting manager 1. If you want to add something, you can add it, or if you want to hide, you can remove it. So whenever you open accounting, whenever you assign against the user as an accounting manager 1, that person will not visit, see purchase credit memo at any point of time if you are hiding. So based on organization requirement, based on user roles and profiles, you can create multiple profiles, you can customize, you can without, there is zero code. There is no requirement of a technical person has to enter a code over here. Directly based on the requirement, you can remove, you can add, or you can attach more and more. You can customize. After that, example, ECS sales need to be removed. Okay, I'm going to hide it. Okay, if I say okay, done, system will create. Now ECS save ECS related thing will not be available on the your profile. So this way we can manage multiple roles and multiple profiles. You can customize the pages, you can enhance or you can modulate according to your business activity. Based on the roles and permissions and based on the activities are handling over here, you can view and you can create a certain like example. I can view this particular item list using a list, tall tiles and large tiles. So based on our preferences, based on our criteria, I can utilize. Example, I want to see, add a note directly without navigating my mouse. So there is a shortcut keys are available as a keyboard shortcuts Alt O, which will provide you a notes of that particular item which you have selected over here. Or otherwise you have to go in information and you have to enter. One more shortcut is there. If I want to navigate from details to attach, Control Shift F2. So based on this, you can navigate. There are multiple shortcuts inside Business Central. Inside Business Central with multiple areas with shortcuts. You can handle it using any sort of criteria using your keyboard. Now I'm navigating my profile to IT manager where it will show role related to IT manager. Now I am navigating to IT manager. As a part of IT manager, what all roles will be available, what all conceptuals related to IT manager will be available on their role center. So by this, by looking on to my dashboard, everyone will come to know this is the activities which will be handled by IT manager. If any custom entity or customizations we have to make, we can utilize the standard concept of profiling and you can customize according to your organization basis. And from coming to Business Central IT Manager, what all navigation areas will be looking after, like number of users, how to verify number of users inside the system, and what all areas where we have to enhance, what all change log setups, and for many users, what is the roles and permissions, how we can manage the permissions. Those all things will come in IT Manager role. And if any auto schedules need to be scheduled, like example, I have mentioned as a role-based report need to be generated on the daily basis. It is a user personalization. On the daily basis, it has to run certain posting setups. At that moment, we will create certain job queues and we will monitor job queues according to the requirement. On the daily basis, on the calendar execution, on the timely basis. We can create multiple job queue entries and we can monitor, we can automate our features. Best example is automation of certain posting criteria. And IT manager will be handling workflows. What all workflows are available, how many templates are available inside the system, how to create a workflow. Here, if you go inside a workflow, what do you mean by workflow? If anyone authorized to approve certain type of document, then we will utilize workflow. And how to create it? There are predefined templates as a part of a standard Business Central. Based on that, you can create a workflow. Let me take example of a blanket purchase order. If I select blanket purchase order, system will create auto populate your workflow based on your requirement. You can filter it out and you can specify what event you want to manage, how you want to manage based on criteria of credit limit, based on criteria of balance, or based on criteria of amount on that particular blanket order. So you will filter it out here and you will define the definition for this workflow and make a restriction on your workflow based on organization requirement. And there are three types of workflows, means three ways we can configure. One is direct approver, one is workflow user group, next one is approver workflow chain. So these all criteria we will specify on top of workflow before handling on the operations. On the operations level, whatever we define on the workflow, it will be managed over there. So this is how we will manage complete workflow as a part of IT manager. And here we will specify multiple users and user setups. How many users are there? Users, based on the users, what is the profile and how we will manage. Examples. I'm going here with the users. I can specify this user. Sairam is a user with the details and what is a permission set will be attached. And you can create multiple user groups based on your specification, based on your requirement. You can create multiple user group with multiple permission sets. Based on the requirement, you can create a permissions. How many permissions are there? What all those permissions? Those all details can be verified. Let me go through the permissions initially. Here, there is a wonderful option of a permission. Whenever you are going to create a new permission group, you can start the activity and end the activity. System will pick automatically what all areas, what all related details can be handled. Let me open. Permissions. So these all are the permissions for this particular permission set. So this way we will manage our permissions, user groups, and attaching user to user group. System will pick permissions automatically. For example, let me take a D365 accountant. When I add D365 accountant, system will pick what all permissions are available inside this permission user group. So this is how we can manage users, user groups, and user setups. And we can create approval workflow setups based on our requirements. And here I have created Sairam, and Sairam, whenever Sairam raises a request, Miss Claire will be approving my request. So whenever document is shared for approval, it will be transferred to Claire for approval. And here we can create a changelog setup like a changelog. What is the use of changelog? Use of changelog indicates whenever we are acting any for posting activity or creation of any customer or vendor or document. At that moment, system will register all the log, what you have entered, what you have modified, what you have deleted. If I specify certain, let me take with the customer activity like okay, let me take with vendor or customer. Based on the vendor, whatever the change log is deletion, addition, modification. Based on that, system will some fields. If I click over here, system will provide whenever you are inserting or whenever you are changing or modification. So system will update this change log inside the system. How we can verify change log entry? How to identify change log entries? We have entries of change log. System will specify what has been changed, who has changed, how it got changed. So based on your setup and activation, system will record all the changes inside that particular transaction or particular type of masters. Majorly uh, customers, vendors, chart of accounts, and those type of activities. If anyone is modifying, if I want to track as a record, as my record, at that moment, we will utilize this changelog activation. Now, let me go through complete overview of all the roles which are available inside Business Center, how I am traveling. I am clicking on explore. After that, explore more roles. Here, system will show complete overview of a Business Central activities, what all available inside your Business Central, how many modules are available, and what all roles are permissions. Those all things will be provided by Business Central with one click. And here there is a system administration, service manager, what they'll do, manufacturing. If it is a president role, what all activities are available, resource manager, what all activities, service manager, those all conceptual will be coming as a part by part. Coming to reports and analysis, for each role, how many reports are attached, how many are linked, what all details for each and every role. If you want to explore one by one, you can click on explore. System will navigate you to accounting manager role. As a part of administration, what all required? As a part of HR manager, what all features are required? How many financials like a HR manager, what all need to be verified? What is a budgeted amount? How much is budget? How I can handle further days? Those all things will be shown on a HR manager. Coming to the manufacturing and service, there are certain reports are available for manufacturing and certain reports for capacities, planning, operations, and costing. This how we can navigate the person who is not as a technical person. If they want to overview the system, just go inside, explore, go inside, explore more roles. System will provide you all the role details for each and every role, what all activities are available, what all features are available as a part of a role. So this how we can manage our profiling part. These are certain navigations available as a standard Business Central. It will make each and every user and this product is very user friendly and can handle any type of activity end to end of the business based on permissions assigned to the user. Now again, I'm traveling means I'm going back to Business Manager where it has a profiling of sales and finance as well as purchases. Business Manager, which will be giving overview of complete business transaction, what all modules are available. We have finance module, we have cash management, we have sales, purchases, projects, services, and production. Service module and production module will come in the premium licensing, and projects, sales and procurement, inventory, cash, and finance will come as a basic license. And we have three types of license available as everyone knows. Still, we are concluding service and production will come under premium license. Okay. Now I will go through each part by part, what all features are available in each module. Like a finance. Finance is under finance, we have chart of accounts where general ledger can be created and managed and balances can be authorized. After that, there is account categories. Each and every account is attached to account categories, which will specify overview of your chart of accounts. If you want to summarize your chart of accounts, each and every account, how you will manage your assets, liabilities, equities, income, and how much is the cost of goods sold, P&L and balance sheet. So it will give you overview of a P&L and balance sheet for that particular period of time. So as per your assignment, system will provide example under assets, there is a current asset and fixed asset and liability. Fixed asset. Under fixed assets, there we have divided into equipment and accumulated depreciation. For equipment, these all are accounts which is related to equipment. If we go inside edit list, if I go inside this particular account 1003, system will be showing that equipment as a category. Equipment as a category. If I drill down into this, against the equipment, what all areas are available, what is the balance, it will categorize into each and every level. It is easier to report and easier to handle. And there are several criterias for accounting with accounting account types as a heading, begin total, end total postings. And based on your categories, based on your categorization, you can overview complete chart of accounts as a overall picture. If I want to know only land and buildings total, I will go into the end total of land and building and I will verify directly. Example, here I'm filtering with account type as end total. All the end totals has to be shown over there. So at the end of the day, I want to see what is the land and buildings total, what is the operating equipment total, what is my vehicle total. So this way we can categorize, summarize our chart of accounts and overview. And this type of search, whatever the search we are doing over this analysis, you can save as and you can filter means whenever you require in the future. Example, test one. Okay. Whenever I want to view later after a few days, I can view directly without entering anything. So I have saved it previously, so I can directly filter out. System will provide me analysis view, means view of that particular component. Example, if an accountant has running the same conceptual of filtration for number of times in a day, there is no requirement of entering one by one on the daily basis or hourly basis. Directly, he will open chart of accounts and he select that particular view inside his view page. So system will bring automatically account summary. So system will provide a complete account summary by looking at that. So this is how you will manage your views inside application. And any sort of field need to be added. You can personalize your page based on user personalization for each and every user having personalize. If I say personalize, system will ask what type of personalization you want to add, you want to remove. Example, I want income statement as a later to my subcategory. I can move it. I can increase my size. I can add certain fields which are available as a standard part. Example, I want to know what is the posting group attached to this particular GL. So I can bring that particular posting group, and if I say OK, system will provide me whatever the posting group I have attached. So you can personalize on your daily basis on based on the user roles and permissions. So this is how you can manage your personalization on your user access. Now coming to finance, we have categories and GL budgets. You can create a number of budgets. There is no limitations on the budget. As per the standard product, this is a reporting tool where you can find actual versus budget. And we have fixed assets in this finance module where assets can be maintained and make acquisition, depreciation, appreciation, and markdown. Coming to next wonderful tool in the finance part, account schedules. Account schedules will be explained by in our other session, but I will provide you the overview. You can, as an accountant, as a part of user role of accountant, he can create a number of reports based on their requirement by adding their description and row ID and formulating their totaling type and attaching the accounts. How to view this report? For process this report, user has to interact with column layout design. Example, currently I have designed multiple. I want to see this particular account schedule with certain criterias. Example, let me go with the income statement. No, and I'm going inside overview. Here, I don't want only net change. I want 2 years of summarized value. So at that moment, I will specify my column layout with multiple selection. How I define, month, MTD and YTD. Here, there is a wonderful option available inside Business Central. You can define your own layout selection, your own criteria based on your requirement. You have to modulate, you have to create your column layout with multiple formulas and multiple areas. MTD previous year. I'm calculating on net change, and what is my comparison formula is -1y. Indicates whatever the month to date for this particular period is there minus last year, means 1 year late before. So system will pick previous year by this comparison formula. At the same time, I want to calculate year to date. When compared to year to date, my column type should be year to date. So based on my definition to column layouts, system will give me output accordingly. See, this is how I can view month to date previous year. What is the variance? What is the variance percentage? Year to date previous year, what is my variance? So this is how we can manage using column layout. If I want to view complete year summary, 12 months net, I have created one more column layout as a periodic, like a period 1, period 2, period 3. Based on your definition to the column layout, system will provide you the output. So here what I have done is all are related to the net change, but comparison for date formula has been changed. First month, second month, third month, fourth month, fifth month. So this is how I define multiple column layouts with multiple selection. On top of this, you can link to your analysis views. We can create multiple analysis views based on your dimension, financial dimension. You can create multiple financial dimensions. Let me go through the dimensions first. After that, I will go inside analysis views. I have created a cost center dimension called as a dimension value with cost center is 207 office, 903 general and head office. So these are my cost centers. So I want to analyze for each and every dimension what is my value posted accordingly and that particular period. I will enter into analysis views. Here I will create new. Okay. I will specify cost center as my dimension. I will enable update on posting. So system will update all the entries of this particular analysis, what all the entries posted against that GL, against this dimension. Now I'm going back. I want to overview according to my cost center. Sorry, Bootcamp analysis view according to the cost center. System will provide based on cost center. Show matrix. System will provide me overview of each and every cost center. For each cost center, what is the value posted? Example 207 is my cost center. Against this account, what is the value? You can export to Excel and you can analyze directly. There is no manual interaction of technical or developer to handle it or build a report on your daily basis. So user as an accountant can build their own reports according to the input. So these are the basic features which are available as a part of finance. Let's go through cash management. Here inside the cash management, you can create a multiple cash flow accounts based which is linking to your chart of accounts. Based on your specification of cash flow chart of accounts, you can create a multiple say cash flow forecasts and you can build a report based on your date of your functionality. Inside a cash management, there is a bank accounts where you can create a bank account, multiple bank accounts based on your requirement with multi-currency. There is no limitation on the currency on the daily basis or on the weekly basis. You can update or on the service basis. Whichever the service you are using for multi-currency, you can integrate to that and you can bring currency value on the timely basis to the system. System will pick currency exchange factor accordingly. You can create multiple bank accounts over here and you can manage bank reconciliation, and bank reconciliation can be handled using your import export utilities which are available as a standard or a configuration, or a bank account reconciliation will allow Excel modification also. Copy paste. So this is how you will have a complete overview of a bank accounts and how you will manage journals. You can configure templates like general templates. Let me go through the templates as a basic feature. General templates. Here you will define what all templates you will be utilizing, like a cash receipt, payment, general journal, bank deposit, purchase journal. And one more feature is added recently and 1 year back, that you can copy to the posted journals. So you can copy the journals based on your definition to the general template. System will act how many types of journals are there, like a regular journal, fixed asset journal, cash receipt journal, general journal, payment journal, purchase journal, sales journal, and recurring journal. If whichever the activity, whichever the journal you want on the recurring basis, you can define recurring journal to that particular journal type. So these are few features of cash management. Now I will go enter into the inventory products, like inventory. How you can manage inventory? You can create multiple inventory location. There is no limitation on creation of inventory location inside Business Central. The only basis is what type of inventory you are going to manage over locations. Under locations, let me navigate to locations. Inside location, you can create a regular inventory location. You can manage your warehouse or advanced warehouse, which is having multiple bins and zones and those all concepts. So you can manage using location setup. This is an activation and configuration. What type of bin policies has to be done? What type of bins you need to configure, and what all areas of features of operations. Example, you need only warehouse receipt and warehouse shipment. It is a normal warehouse. If you require advanced level, whenever warehouse receipt is happening, you want put away concept. So you have to activate put away, a directed put away. and which all bins will be handling as a receiving level and adjustment level, how to transfer from bin to bin. Those all features will be enabled using location card. Based on your product configuration, multiple product configuration, you can view your product as a list, as a tall tiles or small tiles. And for each and every product which we are specifying, we can handle lot configurations, which is called as the item tracking. And you can make a replenishment concept on the regular intervals. What is the minimum stock level? What is the timeline need to be verified at what time of what type of replenishment has to be done. And if you want to club multiple assemblies, means based on assembly, two or three products combined to one product, at that moment, how do you will handle? You want to handle using stock by making into the stock, or on the sales order directly it has to be posted into inside your raw material. So this how we can manage multiple areas of inventory, and you can plan order tracking. What is the lot? How much amount of quantity is available in the lot, in that particular lot? How many entries are available? And what is the expiry date? How many serial numbers are available for each lot? You can handle in minute level of interaction, minute level of item tracking inside the business center. So this is how we will manage inventory, and in further sessions you will receive more and more information on inventory part. And there are certain reportings of inventory like inventory availability. You can see multiple areas, whereas availability by lot, availability by location. If I say location, how much inventory is available for each and every location. And here it is showing that for each location, what is a gross requirement, means which is available on the sales order, schedule receipt, which is available on the purchase order. How many planned receipts are there, means planned receipt means which are going to come, and what is the original inventory. At the end of the moment, we need a projected available balance. Based on your summarization, it will provide you how many release orders, planned release orders are there, how many are there, and based on month view, week view, depends on what type of view you are selecting. So this is how we can manage multiple reporting. If you go inside a reporting, like multiple are available, item by location. So system will provide me complete list of products available for each and every location and for each and every period. Like inside this list, these are some of the list. If you have more number of items, you can see previous set and next set. Next is coming to procurement part. Procurement part, as a procurement initial stage, we need vendors, how to create a vendors, what all areas we need to look into the each and every vendor. We can see, I will navigate through one of the vendor. If you want to attach some attachments, you can attach over here, and you can link a website or link your whichever the vendor related details, you can link to here, and you can add multiple nodes based on your requirement. Certain relevant nodes, like example, if you have any contracts, or if you want to specify whenever we are looking into this particular vendor, this has to be reminded, you can specify on your notes. And for each vendor, what is a vendor limitation, and what all balances, balance due as a customer, like vendor as a customer. So you can manage vendor as a customer and customer as a vendor. Both this particular person can be handled customer as a customer as well as vendor. And you will attach your customer relationship management of contacts. You can create multiple contacts based on your requirement for each and every vendor. It might be based on the company, based on the person. I will enter into the contacts. Against this fabricant company, company related contact is available, and one person related contact is also available. So based on our specification, system will provide the output. And here you can create a multiple payment terms. There is no limitation that you have to link only single amount. You can create based on your operations, whatever the payment terms to vendor. On the transaction level, you can modulate, means modify. There is no, this is a standard which is linked to this vendor. On the transaction basis, if you want to change the payment terms or payment method or your prepayment percentages, so those also can be handled on the transaction basis. Coming to procurement, like a purchasing, we have blanket purchase orders, purchase quotations, as well as purchase invoice. You blanket purchase orders will provide you a purchase order. You can raise multiple orders. Whereas purchase quotations will raise directly, can be transformed to your purchase orders and purchase invoices. Based on the posted purchase invoices, you can make a vendor payments. So those all areas will cover. We are related to the vendor and blanket orders. One more session will cover this all area of purchasing module. Next, I will go to the sales module. Sales module, you have customers, same way as a vendors. Sales orders, purchase or blanket sales orders, sales quotation. From the sales quotation, you can create directly sales orders. From the sales order, you can invoice it. From invoice, cash receipts will be handled by the finance team. Now coming to next part of CRM. I will show you standard CRM application, means sales and relationship manager role, having a complete CRM overview. Here you can create multiple contacts, opportunities. Based on the opportunities, you can interact with your customers. For each interaction, what is the interaction level? You can register opportunities and your interaction log can be generated based on the interaction. Like if you are going to send certain quotation for this particular contact, you can raise your interaction by email or by call. All the interaction can be registered as an interaction logs. So these how you can manage segments, campaigns inside the system, and company contacts as well as contact as a person. In each company, there might be 5 contracts. You can manage it directly inside your business central, and you can interact your business central with Outlook. Using Outlook, you can generate contact inside business central. Best example, I will go inside my customers. I will go into business experts. These business experts having multiple contacts. These are the contacts available as a part of business experts. So there are 3 different users, 3 different contacts attached to business experts girl. So this how we can maintain multiple contact history inside each company. If there is any interaction, if any duplications are available, system will specify this contact has been duplicated in multiple places. How many open opportunities are there? How many closed active, means closed opportunity? How many opportunities has been closed? How many open quotations are available as a part of engagement with the customers? So these all details will be specified on your dashboard directly using Business Central application. And you can handle user interaction by email services. Example, I will create a sales order. I will create new. I will select business experts girl. Okay. I will create an order with one of the product. Let me take, okay, then does. I want to send this particular thing to email confirmation, like print confirmations attached as a PDF. Directly you can send it using email confirmation. Like from the system itself, system will ask what is the email confirmation. If I enter, system will send email directly from Business Central. Here I can message them, or I can specify my message over here. So if I send, system will send the interaction directly from Business Central. So here on my inbox, it will be shared. So this is how we can interact directly on the emails. And what all sales pipeline, how many opportunities are available. You can interact if any Power BI dashboards are available for each and every activity. You can attach to your desk. So it is easy way of interaction. So this is how we can handle complete CRM activity, customer relationship management. And if any D365 for sales is available as a other product, you can interact directly using your Dataverse. You can handle automation using Dataverse, and you can utilize Power Automate, Power Flows for any brochure creation. Example, if I want to create items, whatever item has been created, it has to be shown as a brochure inside to my customers in the operations desk or on the reception desk. So directly what I will do is I will create a Power App on top by utilizing this feature, and I will call Power App uh, products into the Power Apps. So this is directly integrated with Power Automate, Power Apps. You can build your own APIs as a custom APIs, page as an API pages, and you can interact. So this is how we can handle multiple areas of application. Next, coming to jobs module. When we go into the project module, I will navigate from directly from this screen. Jobs. You can create multiple jobs based on the requirement, and you can specify each and every phase with a specifying component, each component, and each components will be attached to job planning lines. And inside job planning lines, you have to specify either it is easy to related to the budget, it is related to the billable, or both in budget and billable. So these all areas will be covered in the upcoming sessions of project management. And for each job, what all details are available as an overview of a job, means for each project. This is my project. For this project, what is the budget cost? How much is the actual cost? What is the billable price? What is my work in progress? Those all can be tracked using projects module. Coming to service and production, service orders can be generated, service items can be created in the system, and service orders can be generated based on the service orders and service contracts, which is interacted with the customers. You can specify the balancing. And at the end of the day, you can overview against each and every service. What is my cost? How much is my budget, and what is the value as a financial reporting? So this is how we will manage service. And coming to a production module, we have a detailed session upcoming, and you can create a multiple production orders, and you can handle production order on the timely basis. What all the work centers are available, how much time it is required to produce a product, what is the product, what is the raw material, what is the output product, and how many assembly bombs are available and production bombs are available inside each and every production order. So these all are the configuration. These all are the overview of a complete Business Central. So I hope all of them got certain points over my sessions. You can contact me anytime by we have a certain questionnaire available. Let me go through. Hi Ras.
Hello there, Siren. Thank you very much for that
Hello.
whirlwind overview of Business Central. You've actually whetted the palate of a lot of the
Let me go
attendees.
through the
They're very
questionnaires.
eager and asking lots of great
If there is
questions.
any. Hello.
Okay. Hello, can you hear me?
I hope we
Hello?
lost.
Can you hear me? Can everybody hear? Can you hear me, Siren?
Hello.
I think Siren has lost us.
Hello.
Sounds like he can't hear. Well, anyway, there are some questions in the chat, Siren. Let's work through our questions whilst you sort out your audio.
Okay.
Okay, let's take a look. It says here, Sajid is asking, can I use a projected overview in inventory value in sales order? Can I create a sales order item from multiple warehouses and locations, and how will it be dispatched as one? But that's been answered. Can I create sales order items from multiple warehouses and locations, and how will it be dispatched as one? But that was answered by someone else who's saying, I would like to see the finance manager dashboard. How can we remove the default dashboard showing on BC? One sales order can have multiple sales shipments. How can we combine all entities of the group in one consolidated report? Can we create production orders from sales orders?
Yeah.
Okay, so there's lots of great questions here, guys. Where can we find more about workflows? Because there are so many workflow events and workflow responses available, but not specific anywhere. The use of those. What is your okay then? So the last question here is, what is your advice on the maximum number of tables to set up under changelog considering system performance? So there's lots of questions here, guys. We are at the end of the hour. So I'd say, Siren, if you could just pick one question to answer from all of those, and then we can carry on to the next session. Is that okay?
It's fine for me. Like we can connect to them based on their request. So these all questionnaires can be answerable. Like there is no limitation on the change log. We can enable as many tables as a part of change log.
Fantastic. Thank you once again, Siren. Siren, please, can you share your contact details in the chat
Yes,
so that the community can keep in touch with you? So share your LinkedIn and your blog if you like, just so that the community can keep in touch with you. Feel free to answer those questions in the chat as we introduce our next speaker. So there you have it. So there's Sahani's blog. Also share your LinkedIn as well in the chat. That'll be fantastic. Sure. There you go. Fantastic. So once again, huge round of applause for Sahani for that whirlwind tour of Business Central. A great introduction to Business Central for the newbies that are attending today. We are now going to move on to the next session. So I just want to say once again, a huge thank you to Sahani for kicking off the bootcamp today. Hope to see you again. I know it's been at least 2 or 3 years since we last saw. We met at the Dubai Summit, which was our annual conference for Dynamics 365. So I hope to see you again soon.
Sure.
Thank you, Sahani. Excellent. Okay, so now we're moving on to our next session, which is none other than